What's going on, everybody? It's your man, the sophisticated gangster himself, Swampy, aka the one and only. Welcome to Sip, Smoke, and Sales. Platform where we gonna dive in like Trey Songz about the sales world. Everything sales from A to Z, as my mama would say, from the rooter to the tutor. So go ahead, sit back, relax like baby hair, pour you up something to sip. We got something to smoke, and let's get in talking this sales-ish. You ready? Yeah. On today's show, people, I have a man born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland, I want y'all to welcome to Sip, Smoke, and Sales, Travis, Trap, Crosby. Clap it up for him, people. Clap it up. That's what I'm talking about. My man. Now, before we dive into this thing, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna do what we need to do. First, we gonna go ahead and blaze up. You know what I'm saying? Then we gonna take a sip. Then I'm gonna get into these questions. You know what I'm saying? We gonna dive into the mental of Travis.
I just poured my second cup.
All right, yeah. Brought to you by, you know what it is. Tequila, Gran Cormino. If you ain't drinking it, you ain't thinking of it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Travis, let me ask you a question, man. Tell the viewers, tell everybody out there, starting from you being from Baltimore, who you are.
Shoot, really, man, I'm just a kid from Baltimore, just trying to strive and make it. You know, back then we had nothing but 106 in Park. You feel me? So I used to come home from school just to watch 106 in Park.
Over there, getting it on the music
Not
video.
even getting it. I'm getting it, I'm vibing to it, but at the same time, I'm looking at these guys, they looking at these guys. These guys got these spiders out. These got these money, they promoting money, things like that. That's what I wanted, especially, in the type of era I was coming from, a little poverty and things like that. Like, I wanted money. I wanted financial stability.
Okay.
That's all it was too, at a young age.
All right. So elaborate. Like, how was your upbringing? Like, what was going on in the surroundings around you? You know what I'm saying? That molded you into the person that even stepped into sales. You know what I'm saying? Like, not when you got into sales, but right. What molded you? Like, what was the surround? Like, what did you get and what did you get back? You know what I'm saying? Let us know a little bit about that.
I mean, shoot, what molded me, basically my kids. It wasn't even my kids at the point of time. Like, it was my daughter. Because I was doing sales here and there before my daughter came. But it's like once my daughter came, she 8 years old now, about to be 9 this year, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like once she came, I was like, this is what I wanted to do. That, of course, keep getting locked up back then and that, that's what got me. Nobody just want to go to a show and tell at my daughter's house. Yeah. I mean, at my daughter's school talking about I'm a drug dealer. Like, nobody wants to hear that. At the end of the day, like, yeah. If I go to take my dad to school day, I'm telling them what I do and how successful I am.
All right. Well, in my world, we say juice to that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So what age were you when you got into sales?
I was 19.
Very young age.
I was 19, yeah.
A pivotal moment in a man's life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all right. So let me ask you, what's one key reason you got into sales? Like, what's the reason you started it? Like what's the thing that you seen that made you, like, I want to do this. I want to try this.
Well, to try it, I was just doing something. I was working at McDonald's at the time. So happenly, I was actually quitting McDonald's that same day.
Oh, wow.
I was quitting that same day. I lie to you not.
So when you lost one opportunity, another one
came. I came right in the house. It's really the opportunity knocked on my door.
It's crazy.
That's exactly what happened.
And he was like, hey, you actually what? Like elaborate on that. He knocked on your door and what happened?
So he knocked on the story, right? He knocked on my door, right? I didn't know who he was. He knocked on, mind you, on the way home, I'm like, I need to find another job. I just quit. In my mind, I quit. I ain't say it out loud, but I knew I wasn't going back. But, I quit. I was like, man, I need to find something else. I just watched the music video. I just said I didn't want to do this. McDonald's, I ain't trying to do this for long. Getting paid every 2 weeks, $400 every 2 weeks back then. Back then, I'm fresh out of high school, so $400 every 2 weeks back then was a lot of money to me.
What year is this?
This was 2012.
Okay.
No, 2013, like the beginning of 2013.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I need something different. You know, I goes back. I had a knock on my door. You know, same thing what we doing now. You know, somebody pitched my mom at the time. God rest her soul. You know, pitched my mom. She was doing it. You know, I ain't bothered to step out to see what was going on. I'm trying to play my game at the point. So as the guy was leaving, I walked in the living room. She told me, yeah, she about to get this. I'm like, all right, cool. Next thing you know, the door was closed. Mm-hmm. We lived in an apartment building. All I heard was, anybody need a job? Anybody need a job? I opened the door, was like, shoot, me? You know? Yeah. So he came back in. He was talking this shit. He was like, yeah, you need a job? I said, yeah. So my mother straight, what kind of job? What kind of job? He wasn't trying to say nothing. You know, he was on, I'm thinking it was like on some secret spy type. You know, I'm a kid back then. My mind wandering. I'm thinking of some secret spy stuff. He said, man, I'm telling you, the next 30 days, your son be buying his own house. You know, your son be buying his own apartment. You know, he gonna be getting some money. So she told him, who the fuck you think you is telling me, come up in here and tell me what he gonna do? You know, mind you, I'm getting pumped up. I don't even know what it is.
You fired up because, I mean...
You feel me? He like, just call that number after 5 o'clock. Call that number after 5 o'clock. I'm like, all right. So I called the number, had an interview. At the interview, the next day, it was nothing but rain. It was nothing but rain that day. All the elements telling a fresh new person to do what? Leave.
Yeah, book it. Go ahead and book
like,
it. Like
everything was telling me to leave. Like, it's raining out here. It's cold. Mind you, this is February.
Oh yeah.
You know, in Baltimore. You know.
I know. I've been here for a couple Februarys.
Yeah.
Nothing
February.
Pretty.
It's blizzards.
Yeah, I seen Superman catch a cab.
You see what I'm saying?
It's that cool.
Blizzards and everything. So I'm like, all right, cool. So, but I did it, and I actually liked it.
All right.
I actually liked it.
All right.
And the answer to your question is, right. The other answer is because I'm good at what I do.
All right.
That's what made me stick around.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, talk that ish.
You know what I'm saying? On Blue Hill Avenue, they say, you know, why you do that? You know, and the only answer he says is because I'm good at it. That's the truth.
That's true. All right. So on that note, right? Like let's keep riding that wave. What's one thing that kept you motivated while you were doing sales? Like, just give me one thing, like the thing that comes to your head automatically. Like, give me one thing that kept you motivated. Like, the thing, what is it?
Making money while you have free time.
Very interesting. Elaborate for me. Because, you know, as a sales guru, you know, Hall of Famer myself, you know what I'm saying? I know what that means, but to people that may be listening that do all genre of sales, no matter if it's from the person that's doing the door-to-door or the person that's doing the business right. Or people that's doing the ad.
I was going to say, it's everything because we're motivated because at the end of the day, you know, if you want to be successful in life, you can't do it by yourself. You need people. I don't care what you're doing.
Spoken like a champion.
I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what type of sales you're doing. If you want to make $1 billion, you want to make $1 million, you want to make more than what you can do by yourself, you need people. Juice to that.
Juice to that.
Right? You know, at the end of the day.
Juice to that, people.
Right.
You know
no, seriously. You need people at the end of the day. So it's like, you know, that's what motivated me at the end of the day. So, you know, basically just trying to have that financial stability. I know if I bring on people, it's an LTD. Learn, teach, duplicate. That's all it is to it. You learn, of course, you teach to somebody else, and you duplicate yourself.
Yeah, I wish we had that thing from like, don't be a menace. Or drink your juice in the hood, be like, message. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of those jewels right there that you know that you have to drop on people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I appreciate you for elaborating on that.
No
problem. What are 2 characteristics that are in the sales world that you never got from the 9-to-5 world? Just give me 2. Like 2 that you hold dear.
Patience.
Okay.
In this business,
and why?
It teaches you patience.
But
you gotta be patient with your customers. You gotta be patient with your peers, because everybody have different personalities.
It's true.
You see what I'm saying? I might be, you know, me and you might be kicking it. You know, we might say some stuff to each other, you know, but we know we playing. But you can't say the same thing to somebody outside. They gonna think you serious. Everybody, you know, everybody's personality is different, so you gotta treat them accordingly.
Okay.
That's all it is to it.
All right. And the second?
The second characteristic is wanting to do more. Now, I'm the type of person, like, whereas though, Cause I'll be doing good at what I'm at right now.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? But I'll be like, I'm always in a position where as though I'm always thinking about what can I do better.
All right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, how can I make more money? How can I do this? How can I do that? So that's another character right there. Like, it's basically pushing myself.
I got you.
To go into the next level.
All right. Now, those were good examples, but that wasn't on the target.
Okay.
Because there's two characteristics that you get from the sales world that people don't have in a 9-to-5 world. Because remember,
got you.
In our audience, we may
saying.
have people that do the 9-to-5 thing, and they've thought about sales, and they may have went to an interview, and then they backed out. You know what I'm saying? Before they got their name called to go in for an interview or something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's a salesperson that is offered a sales position right now, but they're hesitating on going. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what's two characteristics that you can give them as some tools? Like, all right, this is the things you gain opposed to you working a 9-to-5.
Reading people.
Explain for me.
Because it's like, in our business, we get trained to, how to read somebody. As far as how they come to the door or how you talk to when you first approach the person.
Okay.
You gotta know how your conversation is going to go. I'm a master of knowing when somebody's lying or not.
All right.
That's what I'm trying to get to, basically.
My wife's like that too.
Like I'm a master at that. I know, and I can have a straight face and be like, all right, cool, but in my mind it'd be like, like I know already.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't get me with that one, right?
Yeah, you can't get me with that. I ain't gonna say nothing just because I don't say nothing. Don't mean I don't know.
All right, and number two.
Number two, I said reading people, and the second one is being persistent.
Okay.
Being persistent, the job's good with being persistent. Not every no is a no. I learned that over the years.
Okay.
A no could be I don't know. Well, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I just know every no is not a no.
Yep.
And the only thing that gave me that was if I was being persistent.
Yep.
If I just let them say no one time and going out the way,
you would never know.
I never know. I wouldn't be making no money.
Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, yeah, yeah, I definitely. I feel that like a warm embrace. You know what I'm saying? So all great salespeople pull from somewhere, pull from something, right? Where do you pull inspiration from? And I mean, whether it be like your favorite book, audio cassette tape, maybe it's a saying, anything that you may have, like in your arsenal, like where do you pull from?
Okay. Well, the first one is my inspiration comes from the Wolf of Wall Street. I know that's probably a lot of people's answers. But at the end of the day,
I'm about to ask you to elaborate why. Right?
I was ready to get into it.
It's what part?
Like I was ready to get into it. Like the simple fact of, like it relates a lot, because I want it all. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I want to have the ability to do majority of whatever I can do.
Okay.
Or whatever I want to do at the same time. I just want to have that option, just to have that option. Versus I can't. People don't have the option. They can't.
All right, so basically, like for you, like
I want nice cars. I want nice things.
Not having that option is like it that's the fuel that you.
Yeah, exactly. Just not having that option.
Okay,
I don't
ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure I have it, so I ain't
exactly. Ain't an option where it's
though.
I mean, it's not a thing where it's though I can't get this car or I can't. What's the name? I want to have that option. I mean, yeah, I got the money, but I just have the option not to do it.
All right. So, who you get that from? Is it from
Leonardo?
Oh.
Leonardo. He had it all.
All right.
Back then when I was doing my thing, I was partially single and things like that. At the same time, that he had the girls. He can get any girl he wanted. Not saying I'm on that wave now, but I'm just saying though, like.
Look, I ain't getting my back beat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Any girl you wanted, but just by putting the hard work and dedication, and he related to me well. Not Leonardo, but Warren Buffett. No, it wasn't Warren Buffett. It was the dude he was playing basically motivated me because it was like similarities. He was good at what he do.
I got you.
once he got good at what he did, all he did was put people on to make even more money.
I got you. All right. I can dig that. I can dig that like a shovel in the backyard. Yep. Now, tell everybody how does the trap deal with adversity? You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it be adversity in the field, whether it be adversity when it comes to your people, whether it be adversity you just getting up dealing with everyday life. Like, how do you deal with adversity?
Man, listen, I call it the step number 7. Know why you here and where you going. Know why you here and where you going. You talking about adversity like problems, right? Mm-hmm. You know, at the end of the day, I feel as though a lot of confrontations, like, I avoid a lot of BS because it ain't worth it at the end of the day. Me personally, I feel as though I'm valuable. I'm too valuable to be risking stuff on some dumb things.
Can you say that again?
I'm too valuable.
Okay. All right,
you know?
My man.
No, seriously, I'm too valuable to be risking my life or stupid stuff. Stupid things.
I could definitely dig that.
Stuff like that. So it's like at the end of the day, that's not even worth it at the end of the day. How we gonna get this money? How I'm gonna keep a roof over my head? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And how I'm able to, go to Miami anytime I want, things like that. Like,
talk about it.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and I got kids at the end of the day too. Just cause, I'm not dealing with y'all. That's how I feel.
Yeah, that's true.
Not at the end of the day.
Kids are something else.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, I definitely know that.
Especially if they just like you.
So, how has, we're going to go right from that answer, how has that affected you as in the person that you become at this point in time? Like, with that outlook, with that overview, like, how has that affected you? Like,
it affected me because, at the end of the day, staying out of stuff, problems, because money flow is coming in at the end of the day. And I always know if you keep your cool, you'll always have a level head to get out of certain situations. That's what I was basically trying to say the first time. Like, you always, like, if you keep your cool, at the end of the day, you can ask anybody, ask one of them. Like, they be like, how you not, don't get me wrong, when I'm mad, I'm mad. But majority of the time, I'm just the same, Like, somebody asked me, like, how you all nonchalant about certain things, But no, at the end of the day, because, shoot, I've been through it all already, so it's kind of like I know how to, and I ain't gonna say I know how to deal with it, but I know what not to do at the end of the day. It's like you learn from what you already experienced.
All right. So, let me ask you this. There's a saying, right? They always say, like, it's never what you're doing when people are watching you, right? It's always the shit you're doing when nobody's watching that counts, right? Mm-hmm. So, give me one thing that you do that you can drop a jewel on somebody that they can do to better themselves. You know what I'm saying? When nobody's watching.
Meditate. I say meditate. Like, I'm kind of different. Like,
I feel all right, like 2 Chainz, right?
You see what I'm saying?
No, man.
Yeah,
I feel you. I'm different too. I definitely understand.
Like, I really meditate. Like, some people be like, why you look like that? What's wrong with you? Like, I can be talking to you or I can look at you, but my mind be zoned out because I'm trying to figure out what can I do to get to the next level. I can always say it's always. That's all I can say is. Until you just said that, I never really figured out why my wife did that kind of thing, but now I know. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, because when people I ain't trying to be the reason you get beat up.
Nah, and sometimes I know that I may do the same thing to her, so it makes me think, in both ways. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's like when men and women are locked in on a goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a beautiful aspect, and sometimes it does overrule certain things, but
But that's just
the
what
end
I
result.
Do. Like, I meditate. Like, sometimes I be by myself for real. Like, everybody could be downstairs and I just drift upstairs, watch the TV. But I be thinking, like, shoot, what we trying to do? What I'm trying to do? Like, it's different. Like, when I first started the business, it was like, my mindset was, shoot, I'm just trying to focus on, doing 4 to 6 every day. At least being consistent.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Now it's levels up, whereas though now it's not even about me doing my numbers. It's about, all right, I'm gonna make sure these people get their numbers. You feel me? And it's my manager. All right, I would get my manager to make 2+ grand on a weekly basis. Like in certain levels, like I don't just think about me anymore.
So you're selfless.
Basically, I think about everybody.
All right.
To make sure everybody's straight.
I definitely can dig that. Mm-hmm. All right, now, before we get into something fun, you know what I'm saying, I got to ask you this one question. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, tell everybody, what's a selling technique that every salesperson should master?
Should master?
They should. It's
my honest opinion is be yourself.
Talk about it.
Like just be
how
yourself.
Is that a technique and how would you?
Because nobody wants a salesman anymore. Yeah, people want to know. People like to get told what to do. People want to hear.
True fact.
How? Yeah, people want to hear. How this product is better than the last product. Well, what's so good about your product?
Yeah.
At the end of the day. But if you be yourself, just like how I'm talking to you, no bullshit. You should be talking to the customer like that.
The same
way.
Yeah.
You gotta let them know you are human.
Yeah. And authentic.
That's all it is.
Being authentic comes through that. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people forget about that. They're like, I have to do this a certain way. People pick up on that. You know what I'm saying? It's like people want the rip. Sure. For like house party switch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's people can feel you off top. You know what I'm saying? But if you put a lot of shyness on top of that, you sprinkle a lot of that on there, right? People gonna close the door on you, you know what I'm saying? God bless you while they doing it. God bless you, you're gonna get you up out of here, right? All right, so mastering being yourself will be the technique that you will give out.
Ain't no hi, how are ya? Like no, like come on, man. That was so 80s. That's so 80s. You gotta be ourselves.
You gotta be yourself.
People respect you more when you be yourself.
Yeah.
Sorry. Right. Like that'd probably be the big outbreak to some people, but be yourself. Stop trying to be somebody else. Stop trying to be like somebody you heard.
Yeah.
Be yourself.
Yeah.
Your best pitch is yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
I think people confuse before we get into this fun thing. I think people confuse when you say to them, "I want you to take this from my pitch," or "I want you to use this from my pitch." They take it as if, "Oh, I have to be you," and da. It's like, no, I don't want you to be. I want you to be you, but I want you to take these pieces and put it to your foundation so that you can grow your building.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
everybody wants to find the perfect pitch. You see what I'm saying? Everybody wants to get from different people. Like I need this.
Most great salespeople.
Yeah, but
are like that's.
So I feel like I'm Kanye because like I'm
only
saying that because there is no best pitch.
Hmm?
The best pitch is you.
Better than your best. That's you.
Like that's how I feel.
Over and over again.
The best pitch is you, man. Because it don't matter what you say.
Camera, action.
Because you gotta think about it, right? You might think you got the sweetest pitch in the world.
No, my shit ain't sweet.
You feel me?
It's
you
sour.
talk to a customer, he tell you no. A new person can pitch that man and he say yes.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't about what you said. Mm-hmm. It's you.
It's you. Yeah, people feel that. They feel that.
And
if you got some juice on it, you know what I'm saying? It just makes it all the easier to digest.
Yeah.
From the person that you're receiving it from. Yeah. So juice to that. Now, you still got something in there?
You still on your first cup.
This is my third cup.
Third? I must ain't see your first one. Or your second.
They were fast. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, don't call me Nicolas Cage because it was gone in 60 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, yeah. But what we're going to do is we're going to cheers first. All right, my man. And we're going to get into sales story time, people. The craziest thing that ever happened to you on territory, in an office, whatever, right? It's on you, my man.
Oh, you trying to get me shut down.
Craziest thing that happened to you. I mean, it passed already, huh?
I fought in the field.
You? Yeah. Now, let me ask this, because we on Sip Smoking salespeople. We do not like that kind of action. But people, let me say it again, people do provoke us. And they do the things unnecessary to resolve a situation. So, with that said, I'm going to just hear this man out. So, what happened now? Was it your fault? Something you initiated? Or was something that the customer was just...
It wasn't even the customer.
Oh, wow.
It was somebody I was training.
Oh, wow. Your trainee?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to hear this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I I was training him, but he was young, so he was a little itsy. He always he had ADHD or something. You know, he always wanted to show off for the girls. I'm like, you just got here. This your second day. You trying to get into that. You feel we need to make this money.
Yeah, your objection.
I'm like, cause I don't, So we pitching somebody.
I ran into these guys before.
Yeah, I'm pitching a whole bunch of people, and I'm telling them like, you need to be right here, cause he wasn't knocking with us. He was just on the phone, on Instagram. I'm like, yo, you need to be knocking. My time is put into you, to train you. Okay. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So yeah, this was with Mr. J office. Yep. So
This sounded familiar.
Yeah. So something happened. He said, you treat me like a kid. I said, no, I'm treating. Yeah, basically like in the baby form, because I'm showing you how to do this. You don't know how to do it. Yeah. So I'm like, you need to do this. But he started wilding out. Getting all because he was a little taller than me. So he was like, all right,
a little tall, like how tall? Tall.
Yeah, like you're tall,
tall. I'm 5'11", so.
You thought I was talking about the other thing. I just thought about it, but no, I just thought about that time. So I told him go home. You done for the day. Go home. So he tells me, you can't tell me what to do. I say, well, out here I can, sir. Okay.
He's a toddler on the loose. He's
mind you, it's new people. It's other new people out there. People training their guys and things like that. He took a swing at me.
Oh, wow.
He took a swing at me, and it was all over for him. I had to call Mr. J, had to let him know, like, listen, it wasn't my fault. Other people had to call. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, I never had that experience before. And you already know it's hot. It's hot as hell in the summertime. Nobody want to be fighting. I'm trying to get these doors. I'm trying to get my sales and go home.
It do be hot.
You see what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I don't got time to... And then I'm out here training you. You asked for the job. I already got my opportunity.
Yeah, that's true.
And then...
So you're trying to do the right thing like Spike Lee and flips on you.
And then I don't know what happened, but he died the next week. He got found in the harbor.
That's a hell of a way to end the story. People, I'm gonna tell you right now. You should have started with that one. I'm sorry. We're gonna have a moment of silence for this young man. Like, I didn't even know you was gonna end it like that.
No, the messed up part is everybody thought it was me. Because we was just...
Y'all was just beefing?
Because we was fighting the week before.
Oh, man. Got to be more careful. That's like all I'm saying. I went
into the office like, damn, you done killed that boy. I'm like, yo, don't play like that.
That is crazy, man. Like, that one, you want nobody play with me like that, for real. You just don't put that on me. It's like from Talladega Nights. You know what I'm saying? But that's another day. But, oh, wow. All right, well, that was really good, Trey. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. All right, yeah. So let me ask you, what do you think was the most effective training method for you when you were coming up through the ranks?
The most effective was, I had my manager.
Sorry about that to cut you off, or as you manage and run your own stuff as today, what's one of the most effective training methods for you?
Like step by step?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want you to elaborate.
Shoot, honestly, well, I have a hiring process, going on. It's 3 things I do. It's like, I call it the 3-day rule.
3-day rule.
Okay? I don't care how nice you is, how bad you want to sell.
Take notes, people.
I'm doing my 3-day rule, right? Your first day you interview them.
Okay.
Second day I have them come back for the observation.
Okay.
Observation to see if we want you on our team and you want to be a part of this team.
Okay.
On the 3rd day we train. If you miss any one of those days, cut.
Oh, wow. All right. I like that because it shows you if you want it or not. You know what I'm saying?
Now, the first 2 days you're going to come, but if you're going to come from the observation. The 3rd day, they already had it in their mind that this is what they want to do based on the observation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You come back the 2nd day.
Yeah. I mean, no, because some people still got that I'm going to come, but I'm going to still figure out what's going on. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about doing you see what I'm saying? They came at the 2nd day, they probably like, yeah, I'm juiced up. People can tell you anything in front of that face.
That meeting energy.
Yeah,
I know what that is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, your meeting groupie. You know what I'm saying? You have all that like, as soon as the meeting's over, like, hey, can you come pick me up? You send me an Uber.
That's exactly what it is.
All right.
So it's like, you might come the 1st and 2nd day, but the 3rd day is like the training day to start knocking. You see, that's going to tell me if this is what you want to do. You already made it in your mind. You knew when you woke up that morning you're knocking today.
Well, I like it. I like it. Now, whew, man, you having some good answers, man. You've been open up to these people, letting them know some good information, man. You know, and as salespeople, you know, it's
and that's for anything. If you don't do knocking, you know, anything. Me personally, I had that 3-day rule. That because at the end of the day, it's quality over quantity. Yeah, quality over quantity. I'd rather have 5 wolves than 100 sheep any day. That's all it is. You need 5 people to run the world.
Juice that, my friend. You know what I'm saying? And again, I haven't seen a platform where salesmen and women can talk about things that happened, things that made me, things that grew me. Because going through something is one thing, but growing through something is another. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't get a chance sometimes to know, like, oh, you know, I know I've seen a salesman before. You knock on my door. I know I've seen a salesman before try to offer me something as I walk through the mall. But you don't really know what goes into being a salesperson. So give me 3 characteristics that define a great salesperson to you. 3 characteristics. Like, if you were like, if I was creating a person for sales, myself, like on some 2K stuff, right? Mm-hmm. What 3 characteristics you gonna give them?
Make sure you be sincere.
Okay.
Yeah, being sincere. Being proactive. What I mean by that is, you know, what you do, you like if you've been doing it for a long time enough, you know what rebuttals these customers gonna have.
Yeah, the same ones.
It's the same exact ones. Whatever field you do, it's the same exact.
At max 12
ones.
To be honest with you.
So what I'm doing is I'm being proactive. I'm telling you straight from the rip. I already know that such. But, right? Even with the doors, right? I already know somebody stopped by.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because we know it happened. It's like a rhetorical statement.
True.
And at the same time, that cuts, you know, you already said it. They ain't going to say it again because you already said it. We already came to an agreement that somebody stopped by.
It's true. So
that's one rebuttal that I don't got to hit. At this point, it's either yay or nay.
Yeah. And if it's nay, I got to go to the
Yeah, I'm going to the next one.
Yeah. Juice of that. All right,
so I said being sincere and proactive.
Sincere, proactive.
Third characteristic is, I said it earlier too, persistent.
Being persistent. Mm-hmm. Okay. I could dig it. And elaborate as far as like why you would give that characteristic to the person that you're making.
Okay. Being proactive is like it's like a shortcut. You already, you know, instead of taking a long road, you cut through the woods already. You know, y'all basically getting straight to the point.
Right.
At this point, I'm getting straight to the point, but I'm being kind at the same time too as well. You know, I'm giving off that friendly, hey, how's it going? Oh, listen, I already know somebody stopped by.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You already put yourself in that, this is my fault position.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, and being sincere, you know, like we used to play something called the sincere game, where as though we got men versus, you know, and women. You know, as far as, you know, you got to be sincere enough and tell her basically a vow to marry her. But you got to be sincere to do it.
Okay. So what about persistent?
Persistent is, you know, majority of things you gotta say it more than one time. With the customers, with anything, you know, some people don't catch you the first time because the salesman, sometimes we talk too fast. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? You gotta say it again. Or if you notice, people mind register the first time they say it, and people say what? Huh? Right, everybody do it. I still do it to this day. You heard me? Huh?
UMMHHH.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Huh? Like somebody be like, "Did you get that from the store?" Huh? And you automatically, yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because
natural response.
Yeah, because the process came in too quick
right.
for your response to come out.
All right, so let me ask you this. 2 questions left for you, man.
Mm-hmm.
What advice would you give to a salesperson in a slump?
Don't judge like a weak slump or what?
Yeah, no, I mean like just in the sales slump period. Like they in it. No matter where they at on the crevice, because you know it goes deep if you allow it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so no matter if they just falling in, if they down a couple feet, if they all the way at the bottom, or if they trying to climb their way back up. Like, what advice would you give to somebody in a sales slump?
Yeah, just make sure you want success bad enough. You know, everything that goes up must come down at the end of the day. You know, so you don't want to just be like, dang, this week bull crap. I can't do this no more. You know, blase, blase, blah.
Okay.
But I was just telling somebody this too. Like, you know how I ride a bike,
Yeah,
right?
I do. I haven't ridden one in a long time, but I definitely know how to ride a bike.
That's what I'm saying. When the last time you rode a bike?
Over 10 years.
10 years.
I can get on that thing and boogie.
But that's what I'm saying. If I bring a bike right
I
here,
promise you, I ain't gonna fall. My
And
balance is superb.
I put that bike right here,
Mhm.
and you ride it, you still know how to ride it.
I thought about the BMX world for a little bit.
You see
know
what I'm saying?
Like,
So it's not about, you already have that characteristic. So just don't judge that 1 week off of weeks you've been making money. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't judge that. Like, that means you just gave up on yourself. You did all that hard work, all them years, all the months, and you just gave up on yourself. You know you can do this. It's just basically, all right, come on, let's get back in the game. What's going on? That's the time you need to meditate and talk to yourself.
all right. And my last question for you, my G. If there was one piece of advice that you can give someone that's trying to take it to the next level, the person that's trying to up their game, surpass what they've already done, what would it be?
Say that one more time, please. This Cormino.
Gran Cormino, baby.
Got me
Yeah.
Got
Don't
me
blame
right.
me.
Kevin Hart, you did
Yeah.
your thing, buddy.
Hey, look. So, what advice would you give to someone taking it to the next level? What piece of advice would you give to that person? If you had somebody under your tutelage, if you knew someone dear to you, and you like, hey, this is what would that piece of advice be?
Don't play with it. Get it. Procrastination is over with. Like, we can't do a lot of things. A lot of people can't do a lot of things because of procrastination. They put off what they can do for tomorrow. Everybody knows tomorrow don't come.
That's true.
Don't play with it. You have the opportunity in your hands. Let's get it.
Yeah. Spoken like a true champion. And this has been Sip, Smoke, and Sales. Again, where we dive in like Trey Songz. It's your man, Twan P, a.k.a. the one and only. Tune in, stay tuned, and follow me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm everywhere like air. I told you. Hey, appreciate you for stopping by, man.
No problem.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing to chop it up with you, man. I appreciate that.